Welcome to the Evolving Healer. I'm C.Metoyer, your host, and a little bit about myself. I'm currently a graduate student on the journey of healing myself while helping others heal along the journey. A little bit about the podcast, we'll be sharing real life experiences while you're going on your journey and while I'm going on my journey, being true, authentic, and pure. Welcome to the Evolving Healer. Again, I'm C.Metoyer, your host, a mental health graduate student on the journey of learning, healing, and becoming. And on today's episode of Legacy Redefined, turning pain into purpose, breaking those generational curses, I have a special guest with me today, Adrianna Turner, and I'll turn it over to her to share a little bit about herself. Take it over.
Well, good morning, guys. I'm Adrianna Turner. I'm a recent college grad with a bachelor's in criminal justice, and I'm just happy to be here today. Thank you, Chris, for having me, and let's jump right into
No
it.
problem. Good to have you. So we'll kick it off with an icebreaker. If your healing journey was a song, what would it be and why?
Healing by Kevin Gates. Or you know what? It might be something by Janelle Kia, because she just do it for me. Like, when I'm just in the mood and driving, I feel like I just need to get stuff out. I just cut it on and just go with the flow. So anything by Janelle.
Okay, just vibing. Okay.
Yes.
Well, for myself, it'll be Satisfied by Jordan G. Welch. Going on my journey, like it's been some ups and downs. Like Jordan typically encourage me, motivate me, get me over that hill, and really give me that extra push that I need. So Satisfied by Jordan G. Welch is the one for me. But let's move a little further. Let's get in today's episode of Breaking These Cycles.
Well, you know what? If I need to listen to a gospel song, it would be God's got a blessing. Because he got a blessing for me. Like,
with your name on it.
Through. Yes.
Real. So when you hear the phrase generational curses, what does it mean to you personally?
To me, generational curses it's a mindset thing to me. I think they don't try to get out of their comfort zone with what they're used to. Just because you grew up in poverty don't mean
you have to stay in poverty.
You have to stay in poverty. Like, at some point, you have to be the change. Me, I'm a prime example. I didn't grow up having it all, but I knew I didn't want to stay in my in the situation that I was in. That's not me. Right. That's not what I wanted to be on.
Right. Yeah. So for myself, I feel like you said, breaking those negative patterns and those bad habits, and really unlearning those learned behaviors and dealing with that trauma early on is very integral when going on your journey. But like you said, it's a mind thing. It's up to you to overcome those objections and overcome those challenges and hurdles in life. And I feel like a lot of people don't have that strong will or that mentality to overcome that. So actually learning what can you do differently to break that curse or break that cycle. Yes. You really have to want more to get out of that situation or those circumstances, honestly.
Yes. Which is hard when you don't have the right people around you.
Absolutely.
You have to break your friend group. Like, who really want to let go of their childhood best friend?
Right.
So,
and sometimes in life we have to learn that we really outgrow people along the journey. Like, people are in our life for a season, and you never know the lesson that they're teaching you in that season. That lesson could teach you to learn to be independent. Sometimes God isolates us for a reason and really just break us down to sit with just him, to understand, like, hey, you need to focus on me and keep your eye on the prize. Surrounding yourself with that friend group could lead you to those old patterns.
Exactly.
So what are you going to do differently? Separating yourself from that friend group, moving forward. And then just like you said, do you think it's all with the mind? So you think it's psychological or you think it's spiritual?
It can be both, but it to me is more of psychological because it's in your mind. That's what you know. That's learned behaviors. What you see is what you think is correct.
Correct.
Whatever you grew up on, you don't see no problem with that when you get older.
Right.
It takes for a change of environment. And that
a change of heart too.
Yes, a change of environment, a change of heart. And you just have to open your mind up. You stay somewhere small, you're going to have a small mind. You're not going to think big.
Definitely. So enlarging your territory, thinking to a bigger, higher perspective is the most important part to breaking that generational curse and understanding, like, hey, yes, this is the behaviors that I've seen growing up, but I don't have to stay complacent. I don't have to stay in that place. But like I said before, you have to want it. Nobody can't want that for you.
Yes.
But when it comes to yourself, like when it comes to breaking generational curses in your life, and shaped who you are today, as far as your identity, relationships, and just life choices, how have those generational curses mold you into who you are today?
Well, we're gonna start off with, if you know, then you know. My family's from Baylor Heights and Neggers. That, like, honestly, like, that's the hood. And ain't nobody in my family with no college. Nobody. So I knew the first step that I wanted to take was I wanted to be the first person to go to college. I did that.
Right.
Now I went to college. That opened my mind up, like, you got stuff to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I know that I have stuff to lose, I think big. Like, I'll be like, what can I do next? What can I do next? What I'm going to go to school for now? And I think of ways to bring my family out of it, too, now.
Right.
Like, what can I do so my family don't have to worry about this no more? Like, this can be everybody's story.
Right.
This was our past. We here now. We up. What they be saying, we up.
We up.
We up now.
But and not only that, like I feel like the important part is like letting your past prevail you and take you
Yes.
to that next level.
Yes.
And understanding like you said, wanting more out of life.
Let it motivate you.
Let it
Like,
motivate you.
look back on what you be. Don't never
don't
think
dwell
you're
on the
bigger.
situation.
Don't never think you're bigger than what you've been through.
Yeah.
But let it help shape you into who you are.
Yeah.
Take that as a blessing too.
Definitely.
That be motivation.
Yeah. And just like you said, not being stuck in that. And like you said, your bigger picture is, of course, bringing the family up out of there and thinking larger than that. Like, what else can I do? What more? I always want more, and being hungry for the next steps. I feel like it's very important and the key part to success in life. And just getting ourselves out of our comfort zone. In life, we tend to, when we get uncomfortable and things get shaken up, it's like, oh, okay, that fear creep in.
Yes.
And it have us like, no, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. But in reality, when things are shaking up, just know your next is greater. It's on the other side of this. So
I tell y'all, I better get on them knees and pray.
they better do something.
I better get on them knees and pray. The Lord gonna lead you in the right way.
He will. He'll show you when you least expect it.
And what they say, if you gonna worry, don't pray. And
Hello.
if you gonna pray, don't worry.
Real. And then what ways do generational curses affect your mental health, self-esteem, relationships, or just overall decision making? In what ways do generational curses affect mental health, self-esteem, relationships, or decision making?
I would say with mental health, you don't have the resources. Like, if you don't have the resources. If you something wrong with you, you got mental health issues, like your mind off, and people, and let's just be honest, if you in the Black community, we don't take it serious. So, and if you in poverty, you don't have the resources to go get help, and you grow up and you think, oh, go and get therapy. Ain't no such thing. They can't help you. That's what you're taught. They can't help you.
Definitely. And to expound on that, like growing up, like that's the things that you see. And I feel like it's important for us and our generations to bring light to mental health and shed the light that mental health is important. Your mental health is the key to getting you to that next level. It's okay to not be okay. And the first step to it all is being self-aware.
Yes.
Nobody can't want the help for you. Nobody can't want you to get that help or get better along that journey. You first have to want it, because they can admit you into the psychiatric hospital, but guess what?
When you get in there and you get them answers and you act like ain't nothing wrong, then guess they're going to send you on back to the house.
Like nothing's wrong. So guess what? Don't allow the worldly things to dictate if you need help or not. It's okay to need help. Step out and get the help that you need.
Yes.
And better yourself, because guess what? In the end, you're going to feel better. You're going to be the best version of yourself. So get the help that you need. Get the guidance that you need. Want it for yourself. Don't have your family wanting it for you.
Exactly.
And just
another thing, like, we think that we supposed to bottle up our emotions. That's another thing that leads to mental health.
Mm-hmm.
When you hold everything in. We're not meant to hold everything in.
Yeah.
But you're not meant to tell your business to everybody either.
No.
It's okay to open up to somebody. Because we all need somebody.
Yeah.
We want to say, oh, we don't need nobody. No, we all need somebody.
Real.
We all need somebody good in our corner.
You do. Because when it comes to having that good person in your corner, that person can help you, motivate you. I mean, help you in your darkest night. Who do you have to call on at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning?
Prime example, us.
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of people don't have that person they can call on. So having that support and knowing that you got that person that you can fall back on, that means everything to you in that season. In your darkest moments, it's okay to go to therapy. It's okay to, of course, by all means, I'm not against you talking to your friends and family about what you're going through, but seek mental professional help
yes.
so you can better yourself. Your family can only do so much for you.
And
Your friends can only do so much.
Yes, and sometimes our friend advice, they have the same mindset we have.
Mm-hmm.
So that don't be the best option to go to. Or your family.
Yeah.
Because you hang around what you are.
Like-minded people.
Yes.
So thinking outside of that box. But when it comes to generational curses, like, do you feel like that impact or dictate how your relationships are with people? It could be, a partner, a friend, or whatever. Like, do you feel like those generational curses dictate how you have relationships with others?
Well, Chris, what's your version of generational curses?
I feel like it's a negative pattern. Is breaking those traumas and those past learned behaviors that are unhealthy for one. And just overall, just like I said, negative. But like I said before, it's all about the mindset. Shifting your mindset and your dynamic. Like, yeah, nobody in my family has a podcast. So stepping out of your comfort zone, out of your norm, things that you're not used to.
Yes. But on the more so side, when generational curses affect relationships, some of us not taught to love properly. We're not
Okay.
taught, and we don't know how to talk to people. And we take that into relationships. You can't go into a relationship with negative.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get negative. That leads to domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
And no. And more so on the side of with things of being not knowing how to love, shutting down when you need to talk about things, poor communication, very poor. And it ended up turning into a one-sided relationship.
Absolutely. I agree on that. I feel like when it comes to relationships, like maybe in your past you dealt with poor communication, like you said. That's a big part of, a relationship. You have to know how to communicate. You have to know how to be understanding and see things from various point of views and understanding not just your side of the story, but understanding the other side of the coin as well. So like you said, I feel like communication is key. And I feel like when it goes into like decision making and things of that nature, if you grew up being around individuals that make poor decisions when it comes to maybe it's financial, maybe it's relationship wise, those same patterns are things that you may continue, but it's up to you to break that cycle. Maybe your mother was 16 years old and pregnant. Guess what? It's up to you to break that cycle. Maybe your dad filed bankruptcy at the age of 30. It's up to you to break that cycle. Just because of where you came from, it doesn't mean that you have to continue that trend. You don't have to continue that same pattern. And just understanding that it's okay to do things differently. We all have a different walk of life, and understanding that we're not going to walk the same path. We're not going to walk the same journey. But we first must take the proper steps and protocols, as well as utilizing the resources that are available to us this day and time to our advantage.
Yes, like you say, I agree 100%. And like you say, we all got a different path.
Absolutely.
Just because Chris may have went bought a Lamborghini at 23, and I'm 23, don't mean I'm supposed to have a Lamborghini too.
Absolutely.
We all on different paths. Everybody's timing is different. The story already written. You just gotta go with it. You gotta be able to take sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
Take a risk. Sometimes it's what you gotta do.
You got to bet on yourself sometimes, honestly.
Yes, you gotta bet on yourself sometimes. Take a risk. Take a gamble. If it's in the Lord's plan and you trust Him, you ain't gonna fail.
You just got to follow the path and
Just
say,
gotta follow
Lord,
it.
order my steps according to
Yes.
your riches and your glories.
Sometimes it get hard, very hard.
Have you questioning yourself like, man,
Yes.
am I doing the right thing? Do I supposed to be on this
doing
journey?
Like what?
Why I got to be so hard? Man,
Like,
I'm tired of going through this.
Why I'm going through
Why
this?
me? Yeah.
Who said? Yeah.
But anything worth having in life is not going to come easy, real.
At all. At all.
At what point in your life did you realize you wanted to break a cycle in your family?
Seeing my mama struggle. Like, growing up, like I said, we ain't have it all.
Mm-hmm.
But look at what we at now.
Correct.
Like, we wasn't one of them. We weren't one of them families that had it all. And, like, I knew I wanted to be different. When I seen my mama struggling and barely having enough money, like, I knew that ain't what I wanted.
That ain't where you wanted to
But
be.
mama, girl, you up now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like for myself, just going through school and seeing, my family not having higher education and just finding individuals that motivated me, and I seen individuals have nice things in life. Like, I always was one that liked to find the things in life. So it was like, okay, what do I have to do to get to where they at in life? Not comparing my life or my family's life to their life, but it was like, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. And then, for myself, it was like, okay, I'm going to go to school for nursing. Nah, that journey shifted quickly. I knew I was called to help individuals, but I never understood the extent. Like, going through undergraduate, I changed my major a ton of times. Went from nursing to rad tech to general studies to psychology. So once I got into psychology, I grown to love and learn about how the mind operates, which what really led me to where I am today, getting my master's in mental health counseling, really understanding individuals and their mental capacity. And once I got on that journey of really enjoying it, and I was like, okay, Lord, I'm called to help individuals. I'm called to make a difference and make an impact on this world. And once I got on that journey, it was like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is fulfilling for me. And honestly, it's been a great feeling overall. And it's like, okay, what can I do next? What can I do now? Like, okay, now I'm doing a QMHP job, a qualified mental health professional, getting into practicum and intern for grad school. And now I'm looking into pursuing my doctorate in professional counseling, Dr. Metoyer. I'm going to get that degree.
Yes, all sound great.
Big on that. So for myself, it was like, okay, I want that big house on the hill.
Yes.
I want that mansion. I want that business. So it was like, I got to do the work to get there. It's not going to be handed to me or anything like that. But I had to do the legwork to get to where I am today. And I'm continuing to thrive and continue to prevail. So I'm going to continue to allow God to lead me where he wants to lead me and stop doing things according to my own willpower.
Yes. And you know where we from. If you had a house in Plantation Point,
oh, you was rich.
You was rich. if you drove by Plantation Point, that was me. I want a house down here.
It's nice.
I want a house in Plantation Point. But yeah, my stepmama, she played a big factor in wanting to change.
Absolutely.
Love my girl to death. Like she pushed me. And I look at her like, my stepmama, like I ain't have nobody else around me. My daddy didn't go to college. My mama didn't go to college. So thank God that my stepmama came around. She went to college. She has a master's. And She push you, like, anything I need. Like, she let me know, like, it don't matter, baby. It don't matter where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. You can be the first person to do it.
Absolutely. You don't have to be what you came from.
Yes.
It's up to you to dictate your future. It's up to you to continue to write that story and let God have his way in that story. And for myself, like, man, life good. I ain't worried about nothing. I can't complain. And it's only gonna get better from here.
Right.
What challenges do you feel like came with you wanting to break that generational curse?
You know, it come with people wanting to talk about you. You think you're better than them. You think you're better than them because you went to college. So you got to deal with.
You think you better than them because you got this or you got that.
Yeah. And then at times feeling like, this ain't me. I ain't good enough to be doing this. Like, especially when it got hard. I felt like giving up because I was like, ain't nobody else did it. So
why I gotta do it?
What I'm gonna miss out on if I don't do it?
They still living. They
exactly.
Still doing
like
this.
they still making it around here. More so, yeah, stuff and yeah, just stuff like that. People, you lose friends on the way when you try to break generation curse. You lose friends, you lose family, and that's okay.
I feel like the biggest part of it all is understanding your purpose and your why.
Yes.
Knowing what you're called to do and knowing the impact you make, knowing the peace that it brings you, knowing the joy that it brings you. If it doesn't bring you a sense of peace, a sense of joy, why are you doing it?
Right. And to the younger generation that's watching, let me tell you, it might get hard if you went to college and you ain't never done it before, you ain't never had nobody around you. But the joy that you're going to get in the end, y'all, and I tell y'all, I cried for 40 days and 40 nights. And at times at night, I still just glance over and look at my degree and be like,
girl, you did it, huh?
I did it. And working on another degree. So once you do it one time, you be in the role. You be in the role. It don't.
But you have to be goal driven. You have to be determined.
Yes.
You have to want it for yourself.
You gotta want
like
it for
I said
yourself.
Before.
Can't nobody want it for you.
It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of restless nights. Your mind constantly running. A lot of studying. It's a lot of missing out on fun for a greater future. I know for myself, like
missing out on temporary fun.
For
all the fun you want in life.
Yeah.
We're a prime example.
One step.
Get in with us. We love a good trip.
No, for real. What's one step you would suggest to someone who wants to break a generational curse, but fear continues to creep in?
Pray. Ask the Lord to guide you. Ask him what does your first step need to be like, Lord, and then don't get on your knees just praying when you need something from him. You need to talk to him all the time. That ain't what I'm saying. But you need to get on your knees, Lord, what do I need to do? Like, what do you need for me to show me that's my first step that I need to take to confirm? And whatever he give you, you can't be scared. You got to roll with it. And have faith in what you're going to do. Have faith in what you're going to do. Chris, what you feel?
And but add on to that, believing in what you're going to do. If you don't believe in you, who's going to believe in you?
True.
So, I mean, fear gonna always creep in when you're doing something out of your norm or doing something different or just walking a different path of life that you're not used to, that's not your norm. It's gonna be those moments. Like I know for myself, sitting behind a mic and a camera, it was like, man, no, I don't want to do this. I don't like being on no camera. And it was like, I learned to understand my why. I'm pursuing my master's in mental health counseling now. I'm very passionate about mental health. Mental health is very important. I know for myself, growing up as a kid, we always seen my uncle in and out of the psychiatric hospitals. I know the fear that it caused my family throughout their journey when my uncle was suffering. But guess what?
Yes.
He seeked the help because he wanted to get better. He had to want that for himself. My grandmother or nobody else could want that for him. So guess what? He got on the right path of life. He seek God. He seek ye first the kingdom of God. And let God order his steps. And guess what? He's on the right path. He's now doing much better.
He live in Houston.
Living his best life. So, I
Him
mean,
and Shirley.
so I
God.
mean, when it comes to breaking that generational curse, want it for yourself. Be determined. Be goal driven. Be ambitious. And keep the faith. Like she said, pray. Saying, God, what is it? Where do you want me to go? What do you want from me? Order my steps. Like, let God have his way. Take the time to sit in your worship closet and just say, Lord, have your way.
And
So-
if your house ain't big enough for a worship closet, that ain't no excuse. Get on side the bed like Granny taught you. Get on side your bed on your knees. You don't even got to be on your knees. Sit on side your bed and talk to the Lord. Talk to him. Like, you got to have a relationship with him. Like, you got to be open. He know everything already. So don't be ashamed to talk to him. If you need to go to the altar to feel like that make you feel better, go to a church. And that's another thing with generational curses. Like, you know, people tell you, oh, you don't need to be going up there. Because you got to tell them your business. And we talk. You don't need to tell nobody your business. It's just more so our color. Our color. We taught a lot of the wrong things, but as you get older,
You start to unlearn those behaviors because you want more in life.
You see, like, this ain't right. I was never supposed to be doing this. This ain't right. This is why I feel like this. Like, this is why I feel like this, because mama making me bother in my emotions. I can't show nobody. Ain't no such thing as I need therapy. Oh, them people can't help you.
That negative attitude.
Too. Yes.
That negative attitude is the reason you're in that situation you're in. When you give a negative outcome, negative input gives a negative outcome. I'm sorry. But yeah. So what you give is what you get. Remember that.
Right.
For yourself, like, let's shift a little bit. What does healing look like for you in the present moment?
Learning to love me and choose myself. Like, I was always big on making sure everybody around me was good, that I forgot about me. Like, what do BB like? What make BB happy? Not counting on other people, like learning to not count on other people for happiness, like being content with being by myself. Because if you know, then you know, baby. I love my house now. Hard to get me out of it. But yeah, just learning to love myself, not counting on other people for happiness, and getting to know me all over again.
So relearning yourself.
Yes.
Okay. I say for myself, like, healing in the present moment is walking in my purpose, doing things out of my norm, stepping out my comfort zone. Like you said, finding peace in self, not finding my happiness within someone else. And just, like I always say on here, being true, authentic, and pure is the key to it all. And to add to that, like, just keeping my eye on the prize.
Yes.
And putting myself first always. Why, like, putting your focus on other people, you tend to lose yourself along the journey. You tend to pour too much into that person and not pour enough into self.
And they don't be pouring into you for real like that.
So if the people that's in your circle, if they not pouring into you, what's the purpose? We need to surround ourselves with people that's impactful, that's uplifting us, that's bringing us to that next level, that want to see us do well. You know, you have a lot of people in this world, like, they hate to see you do better than them.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes we have to sit back and realize, like, wait your turn. Congratulate them. Praise them. Your turn coming. But you being negative Nancy ain't gonna get you there.
Not.
So really just being patient and being still, and like in the present moment, I mean, I just been sitting back, enjoying life, and just letting God have his way in this season. I feel like that's been my biggest thing. Spending more time with God, understanding my purpose, and being more driven and focused on my future and what's gonna get me to that next level. What's gonna make Dr. Metoyer that multimillionaire.
Right, right.
Um, so how has rewriting these patterns changed your view on life, relationships, and even becoming a parent in the future?
Well, y'all, I ain't having no kids, so
Girl,
we're not gonna answer that question.
girl,
Um, ever. I got enough nieces and
a
nephews,
lot don't
but
care who tell it, but okay.
no, I'm not. But changing this, it changed like who I want to be around, what I want to do. It changed even the way I react to things. You could never back then. Oh, baby, I love a good scuffle. If you want to fight, then let's do it. But now, no, I gotta change my mind. I don't care. I don't care what you say. You can get on Facebook and talk about me like a dog. I I wouldn't do it.
It's not worth your peace. It's not worth your
My,
mental. It's not worth your character. Because guess what? Them words they saying about you, they don't dictate who you are.
don't.
You know, at the end of the day, you gotta know who you are.
Yes, yes. You gotta know who you are.
You gotta be confident in self.
And I know that people know me for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care what you get on here and say. Everybody know, oh, BB not like that.
Yeah,
That's not her.
real. I know for myself, like rewriting these patterns, it's important for myself. Like for my future kids, I want them to know that it's okay. They don't have to get higher education. They can go to trade school. They can go get their real estate license.
Yes.
It's a lot of ways
It's
to
other
make money. It's
paths.
a lot of ways to be successful in life. This is just the path that I chose for myself because this is what I was called to do. And I'm going to make sure my children are uprooted in knowing who God is and making sure that God is their firm foundation. Like, yes, I'm your parent, but you cast all your cares unto God. Like, that's going to be the biggest part for me. Like, growing up, my parents used to always make me say my prayers at night. Used to say my Our Father prayer, all of that, on my knees praying. You know, that's gonna be some of the things that I carry over into my future kids. And making sure
Yes.
that they are confident in themselves and not seeking validation from the world. Being able to come to me and be their true selves, being able to express how they feel, being able to say, well, Dad, I don't like the way you approach me about this situation. Okay, it's okay to voice that opinion. Like, I want you to be able to communicate to me. And because doing that, gonna take you out into the world and you'll know how to talk to anybody. The CEO of a multi-millionaire company. When I have kids, I'm raising millionaires. Like, I'm raising young CEOs. Like, we're gonna think big. We're not gonna be who we hang around. We're gonna be bigger than that. And like for myself, when it comes to relationships, like being able to communicate effectively and being understanding and understanding both sides of the coin and just being realistic. So, and then just when it comes to life, just knowing that it gets hard. But guess what? Hard work always pay off in the end.
Do.
If you could speak to your younger self, what would you tell them about these cycles?
I can speak to my younger self.
I know for myself, if I could speak to my younger self and I knew the things that I know today, I would probably already have my master's because I would have started out with my bachelor's in social work or my bachelor's in psychology, and I wouldn't have had to change my major and take all of these extra classes. But to my younger self, I'm proud of you. You prevailed. You didn't give up. You stayed the course. You may have lost your focus on God, but guess what? You always came back to understanding and knowing who he was. You always had family and friends that supported you along the journey, and guess what? They still here today. The ones that was meant for you and was meant for your journey. And not only that, I would tell my younger self that it's okay to not be okay. Because I was that kid like, man, I don't want to go to no counseling. Nah, you can't tell me nothing about going to counseling. I might go 2-3 times a month.
Love a good session.
Love talking to my therapist. That's my homegirl. Man, let me tell you about this. Sometimes session get too good. I be like, man, we need another hour. You sure you need to go to that other client? Come on.
Right.
But yeah, that's what I tell my younger self.
Well, what I'll tell my younger self is, girl, I'm proud of you. You came a long ways from having the confidence, like your confidence, like can't nobody tell me, cause what I call myself,
The queen, huh?
the queen and Beyonce. You can't tell me nothing. But back then, I didn't think I was there. I used to think I was ugly. I really did. Like I really thought I was ugly back then. And like you say, to know that it's okay to not be okay. In the voice my opinion, like I was always shut in. I was shut in. Like I ain't want to tell nobody how I feel. Like, and it was just the stuff that I seen that made me feel like I couldn't say nothing. I could never tell my mama she was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finna get beat. Baby, you better just hush. So, yeah, learning to open up and express myself in a better way, and like I'm proud of myself. Like, and then I would have took my education more serious. Like, I probably could have had a full ride to college.
Yeah.
If I would have took, but to be honest, I wasn't confident in myself. I didn't even think I was gonna get accepted into college. Like, let alone Grambling. Like, probably Bipsy or something like that. I didn't think I was gonna get accepted into a university and actually go off to college. So I would have took my education more serious. But now, girl, I'm proud of you. You came a long ways. What they say came a long way from eating lunch trays and rice. Like, came a long ways. Like, I can get up and go as I please on a trip. Like, I'm blessed.
Absolutely.
I'm blessed. Like, it brings tears to my eyes how blessed I am.
Real.
And I'm so grateful for the people that's been
along. And it's only going to
on,
get bigger and better.
Yes. And I'm so thankful for the people that have been along on the journey with me and they're still here. Because I got y'all. I got y'all. So my mama, daddy, stepmama, I love y'all. Oh, and my sister, Drew, my bodyguard. And my brother.
The fighter.
Yes. That's my bodyguard.
The MMA fighter.
That's my bodyguard. Like, don't mess with me.
Because why she want to be like her, ain't it so bad?
Oh, yeah, my bestie. But, yeah, to the people that's still here and that been here and that been pushing me, thank you.
Kim, because why your niece act like you, girl?
They got the same birthday.
Oh, yeah. Crazy. What's the biggest lesson you've learned while navigating your own personal healing journey? You know what? I'm going to kick this off. Man, the biggest thing I learned while navigating my healing journey is putting myself first. Surrounding myself with people that want to see me win. Surrounding myself with people, like God been putting me in spaces that I never thought I'd walk into. God been putting me in connection with people I never thought I would meet along this journey. So for myself, the biggest thing, like, it's just stepping out of my comfort zone, man. Look, y'all got to get out here, get in the field, get active. You got to do something different. You got to switch it up. Guess what? If you're not going nowhere in life, what are you doing? You got to self-reflect. But on this healing journey, like, I've been doing a lot of self-reflection and just sitting back in my thoughts like, okay, what could I have done differently? And just spending time with being self-aware and being more understanding and being empathetic to certain things. Shifting my mindset and my viewpoint on various things has been really important on my healing journey. Spending time journaling, like putting my thoughts on paper, brainstorming for businesses, doing stuff that I just never thought I would do, you know? What you thinking over there, Miss Turner?
Because I was going to say the same thing you said. Like, I was going to say what you said. That's why I said,
Sorry. I just had to,
But yeah.
had to do it. But yeah. Do you feel like shifting your perspective and evolving, do you think this has begun a shift in the generations to come?
Yes, definitely. With me changing, like, my little sisters, they see, like, I want to be like you. Like,
Okay.
they be going, they be messing with the vibe. Like, hey, they be like, my sister like Beyonce. Like, yeah, I gotta get on there. Like, they, for real though, like, they do. Like, so I'm so glad that I did make the change, like, to be the first person, you know, to take the step. Because Cha-Cha, my girl, she let me know all the time. She can do hair real good, but she saying, no, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to go to college. Even Moosey. Moosey only in the first grade. She be But yeah.
Moosey, if you watching this, girl, I beat you up.
I got your back, sister. Ain't nobody going to touch you. I got your back. But yeah, it's definitely shaping the young generation. And they starting to see, like, get out of your comfort zone. Choose yourself. It's okay to be by yourself sometimes. And I push that on, I ain't gonna say just push it on them, but I'm instilling it in them. Like, be the change. Don't be the environment that you be around, because now, I was finna say.
Don't do it. But anyways, yeah. I definitely feel like that'll make a shift. I know for myself, like, my own personal journey has been impactful to many people around me, cousins included. Like,
Oh yes, my cousin got a story.
inspire them to do things out of their comfort zone. Inspire them to take a bet on yourself, stepping out on faith, believing. If you say you believe how you believe, just trust God. Trust the process.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Guess what? He'll never leave you nor forsake you.
Amen.
He done brought me a mighty long ways. And guess what? It's only getting started.
Amen.
If there was one thing you want listeners to take away from today's episode about generation curses, what would it be?
Break the cycle. Break the cycle. Be the change. Take a risk.
Definitely.
Like, take a risk. And know that it's all going to be okay. And you're not going to be the first person. And it's okay to take a step back. We have to learn. When you're trying to better yourself, it ain't always going to be peaches and cream. It's going to be bumps in the road.
Absolutely.
But don't look at it like it's a setback. Everybody's path is different. Don't look at because Johnny moved to Houston and he doing good. He ain't never have to come back. It's okay on your journey if you move. If you trying to better yourself and you have to come back to where you started from. But don't stay there.
Right.
Stay on your journey.
Absolutely.
Grind a little harder. Pray a little harder.
Yeah. To add to that, like, yeah, don't lose the faith. Stick to the plan. Believe in yourself. Take a bet. It'll all work out in the end. But again, thank you guys. Again, thank you, Adrianna, for joining me today on The Evolving Healer.
Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
I enjoyed it so much.
That's good. Thanks for joining me on today's episode of The Evolving Healer. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Evolving Healer Podcast and on YouTube at The Evolving Healer Podcast. Remember, healing isn't a destination, it's a process, and we're evolving along the way. Until next time, guys, take care of your mind, body, and soul.
Thank you.